Hello and good morning to everyone, and a very warm welcome back to my channel. This morning, we give you a view from the Harry Markle blog, why just Harry has failed in his responsibilities. While the Sussexes have found their freedom, whatever that really means, the other members of the royal family have continued with their work, which is supporting and serving the people of the nation. We've seen various members of the family help charities by packing and delivering meals to the vulnerable, offering words of support to their charities, and doing virtual visits by video link due to the coronavirus lockdown. They don't do it for the publicity, but because it's their responsibility to support the nation. And they all seem to enjoy meeting people and are proud to represent the nation. Royal patronages and support isn't just about fundraising, but also raises awareness for the charity or the cause. Even when Diana lost several of her patronages when she was stripped of her HRH after the interview and book were released, she still dedicated her time and worked with the causes she was made passionate about. In short, whatever poor choices she made in her personal life, she still took her work responsibilities seriously. Can the same be said of Harry? By now, we all know of the deal incident where Harry or his office claimed he was unavailable for a memorial event for the 30th anniversary of the death of the Royal Marines that were killed in a terrorist attack at the Deal Barracks, when he attended the film premiere of The Lion King instead. Yes, that embarrassing event where Harry appeared to pitch for work to Bob Iger, who stepped down as CEO of Disney earlier this year. One of the last official events the Sussexes carried out was attending the annual Mountbatten Festival of Music on the 7th of March 2020. It was the last time that Harry could wear his dress uniform, and the last time MM could expense a ridiculously overpriced evening gown that clashed with the carpet in Harry's uniform. That was his last official act as Captain General Royal Marines. It was heavily hinted that Princess Anne would take over the role when Harry stepped down onto his path to freedom, but that has been halted due to the ridiculous 12-month review that the Sussexes have in place. Previously, the post has been held by 3 former monarchs and Prince Philip, and so is a privilege that Harry appears to have little respect for. I was reminded by a friend who is a veteran that the bands of HM Royal Marines had released a thought-provoking and moving video of The Sound of Silence, originally by Simon and Garfunkel, for Mental Health Awareness Week, 18th through 24th of May. And because there is no Captain General due to the fact that Harry wants a year to keep his options open, the Royal Marines don't have the support they need and deserve. How can that be considered responsible? Those who defend him will carry on with the tale that he had no choice but to leave and was forced out of the royal family. But we all know that is utter codswallop. The fact is, he never appeared to take his responsibilities seriously, and he was eager to escape them and didn't think twice about dumping the Royal Marines again. This song is so apt and conveys the silence around those who have mental health issues and who feel that they have no voice. A man with a modicum of dignity would have made his choice to step down and to do the right thing and reject the 12-month review. When you make a decision, you do so responsibly, and that means putting the needs of the charities, patronages, and causes that you were involved in first. That's called duty and responsibility, and not a namby-mamby. Keep the door open for me and all my perks in case I mess up and Meghan Markle's plan doesn't work out. Harry failed them, and the Royal Marines deserve better. Harry has failed the nation, and he has let us all down, but he has also let himself down. Perhaps he still can't see that. Maybe he simply doesn't care either. And this is the real Harry that was hidden beneath the PR facade all these years? He has damaged and tainted goods. He simply wasn't and isn't worthy to hold the honorary title that his grandmother gave to him because he didn't give them the respect they deserved. That won't change, but in the meantime, Harry will carry on dishing out disingenuous video clips with the same old word salad sermons, with a few fake gestures thrown in for good measure. The charities chosen are those that are willing to post them on social media for the Sussex PR campaign when it suits them, for this is part of the Sussex PR strategy. Make no mistake about that. That's what makes it so sordid, that Harry has stooped so low as to use innocent charities for his own agenda, or rather Meghan Markle's plan. The plan was doomed to fail, and with or without the coronavirus, their cards have been marked for a while. It's obvious this freedom plan had been plotted as soon as Meghan Markle met Harry, with the authors of Finding Freedom book admitting that work on it began over 2 years ago. Is there any sympathy for a man who betrayed and turned his back on his country, his duty, his responsibilities, his family and friends, and who thinks he is hard done by and claims he is a victim? The royal family gave him everything and more, and he had the potential to do good for the world, but who will listen to him or trust him now after his acts of betrayal? We take it for granted that members of the royal family who have the honor of being given posts that represent the military do so with pride and respect. That is not the case with just Harry, and the Royal Marines have been left in limbo with no Captain General. All because the royal family allowed a petulant and spoiled brat to dictate terms that affect others, and that will never sit right with some members of the public. The Royal Marines have no say in this, but in history there will be an unexplained gap in the post holders, and future generations will look back and ask why they allowed it to happen. That's the question we are all presently asking as to why to allow an undeserving traitor an open door. He may be family, but it should be duty before all else, and perhaps the Queen, who recently replicated the speech her father made on VE Day, needs a bit more of her father in her right now. Neither of her parents would have tolerated this kind of behavior, and the majority of the public don't either. Meanwhile, we continue with a piece of news. Harry and Meghan's next move, signing with a speaking agency that reps Obama's and Clinton's. According to a person familiar with their plans, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who are settling into life in Los Angeles, have signed on with New York-based Harry Walker Agency for speaking engagements. The couple, whose professional interests in every move have been scrutinized, will be engaging in moderated discussions and keynote speeches with trade associations, corporations, and community forums, said the person who declined to be identified. They will focus on social issues such as racial justice, which the former Meghan Markle recently addressed with students from her LA alma mater, gender equity, and environmental concerns. They will also speak on mental health. Prince Harry has shared his own struggles with grief and has championed emotional health initiatives and organizations in recent years. The appointment of Harry Walker, tasked with fielding and sourcing speaking opportunities, heralds the couple's return to public platforms as they seek to promote their philanthropic foundation, Archwell. Fans and critics alike have been waiting to see how the couple will deploy their significant cultural capital and which causes they will support since stepping back from frontline royal duties in the UK. Since leaving the UK, their appearances have largely been in private. Prince Harry spoke at a private JP Morgan event in Miami, where he reportedly discussed mental health, and the couple have both participated in video calls with charities they support. As the coronavirus health crisis moves into a new phase, with the reopening of many aspects of public life, the couple could now return to speaking on stages. But don't expect them to be spilling the beans on the inner workings of Harry's family. There are no plans to accept any speaking engagements about the royal life they have left behind. By choosing the Harry Walker Agency to represent them, they join an A-list of Hollywood entertainers, as well as some of the world's most sought-after Democratic politicos, Michelle and Barack Obama, Hillary and Bill Clinton, and rising party star Stacey Abrams. It's a high-profile signing for Harry Walker, which was acquired last year by Endeavor, the parent company of WME. The speaking agency also represents other close connections of the couple, including Oprah Winfrey and Jane Goodall. Speaking can be extremely lucrative, and the proceeds from Harry and Meghan's bookings will be part of their move to become financially independent from the British royal family. President Obama reportedly earned $400,000 for one 2017 speech, while the Clintons averaged $250,000 per appearance in 2014. It is unclear what speaking fees will be for the Duke and Duchess, who will speak both together or individually. Harry and Meghan took their first steps into Los Angeles life in April, when they were spied volunteering, delivering meals to vulnerable West Hollywood residents confined to home by the coronavirus shutdown. Their roles as senior royals in the UK ended in March, and they've made their California home in a 22-acre Beverly Hills property owned by filmmaker Tyler Perry, according to reports. The couple gave up use of the title Royal Highness and will no longer receive public funds for their work, Buckingham Palace announced in January, as part of their withdrawal from royal life and duties. The two had originally planned to launch a new venture under the name Sussex Royal, but after negotiating their exit, they had to abandon that name and the associated and hugely popular Instagram account. More recently, they have named their foundation Archewell, which combines ancient Greek words for strength and action, and was also the inspiration for their son's name Archie. My news this morning is ended. How do you feel about it? Please let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think will love it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more news from the royal family by my team. Now have a nice day and see you in the next videos.
Every human being born in the world has to take responsibility for himself. No one lives for the life of others. Harry seems to be disoriented. I'm not saying that anyone in this world is perfect. I just feel a bit spicy. The corner of my eyes, now and in the future, I will still be, because when his pride is reduced, understand, maybe the sky will be very blue. There are many stories of his own pride, the power, and the consequences are immense, but I'm not blind for him to raise his hand. I know right and wrong is the responsibility of I am speaking up, not being silent.